I go Ghana for this is a new day in Ghana. This is a new opportunity for all of us. Now, a post na you go so now new post about say Mahama is winning this election with no runoff crowd. Mahama is winning this election hands down. It's also from TV3. Now, nsɛm bebree n'aba but this new post on social they say Mahama will win more than 51.7%. HSA said Mahama is winning comfortably. There will not be any runoff. New post the done by and chase about many winning. New post and no yedi him by new one as by HSA Mahama winning. It is here the December 7th in the beginning say one day in a genuine. And the quality and then soon a day court the BB Abeba the ruling about the 4 seats vacant in Abeba and take quality in Sema post no essentially say Mahama winning margin may good team. I or the non TV.
And you're welcome back. You're watching TV3 New Day. Today is a big news day. Today is the 11th of November. We're expecting that the Supreme Court will sit over the substantial issue in the parliamentary, what should I call it at this time? A lot of misunderstanding going on in the House, on the floor. We hope to be able to bring you a live coverage of the proceedings that will go on in Parliament this morning. Time after 9 a.m. But before that, it's time for big issues. And it is during this segment that we discuss the major issues making the rounds in the news. And with only about 26 days or so to the elections, this morning we have just received a new poll from Global Info Analytics. And we're going to be talking about it. What does the poll say? What does it mean? And what do you need to know ahead of the elections? But before that, you know you can win money on the show every weekday morning, and we start on Mondays. All you have to do is dial *439#, *439#, and cash out. If you are an MTN subscriber or a Telecel subscriber, this is your chance to win big on the show. Dial *439#, select option 2 for TV3, and then follow the prompts from there. You should play at least 25 times, yeah? And then you can win 1,000 Ghana cedis on the show this morning. And we do this every weekday morning. So don't miss out any day starting today. All right. And it's only available to Telecel and MTN subscribers. If you don't use these networks, you are not part of this giveaway. So dial now and win. Dial now as I'm speaking to you. Just pick up your phone now. Let's do it together. Dial *439#. Now select option 2. Then select the number of times you want to play, and I recommend 25 times. And then keep your phone beside you. We'll do the draw immediately after big issues. All right, this morning on the show, it's time for big issues. Now, I'm joined in the studios by Mr. Frederick Kofi Ameya. He's an NPP National Communications Team member. Good morning, Kofi.
Good morning, man.
How are you?
I'm okay. Just some kind of mixed feelings. Yesterday, having watched the engagement by the Honorable Minister for Education,
yes,
Yawedi Chum, on Dr. Bawumia's commitment to Ghana's education and the testimony that came out of it. For me, it gave me a feeling of sadness. I'm scared, and at the same time, I'm hopeful.
Why are you sad?
I'm sad because in about 26 days, the good people of this country will go to the booth to elect a government that will either protect the free SHS TVET policy or a government that will cancel it. And that, for me, is a bit scary and sad.
Cancel or review?
No, cancel it. Outright. Leave. So for me, it scares me. But I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful because I know the policy matters to a lot of Ghanaians because of its impact. As we speak now, about 5.7 million Ghanaian children have enjoyed from it. So I'm hopeful that for the sake of that policy and its impactfulness, Ghanaians will give the mandate to His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. And that gives me that hope. But I'm also scared, just in case. I'm extremely scared because when you listen
you're not confident in
there's a decision
what the possibilities are for your candidate.
There's a possibility. Ghanaians are going to make a decision about 80 million people who have registered will decide. And I cannot decide and sit here and project who will vote for who. But I'm saying that a decision will be made. And on that ballot, there will be a protection of the free SHS TVET or a cancellation of it. And I'm hopeful that Ghanaians indeed will vote for a protection and continuation and consolidation of that policy.
All right. All right. Great to have you on the show. Also in the studio this morning, we're joined by Elikim Kotoko. He is the National Deputy Organizer of the NDC. Morning.
Morning.
How are you doing?
I could be better, you know.
You could be better? You're unwell?
I mean, you wake up in the morning to find out that your grandmother you just visited is complaining to let you know that kerosene price, a litre, is more expensive than a litre of V-Power, a litre of diesel, a litre of petrol. It tells you our folks in the villages are even suffering. And it is more...
A litre of kerosene
is more expensive
than a litre of V-Power?
Yeah. That is
how much is a litre of kerosene?
It's hovering above 16 cities. And that is how sad it is. And then it's worse when you have very educated young people look people in the camera and say that review means cancel. And I listened to my brother here say that he's scared because the NDC intends to cancel free SHS. I'm sorry we are becoming educated illiterates when we want to comprehend English in our own terms by our own definitions. President Mahama has stated clearly on many platforms that he intends to review the free SHS. For instance, this whole unimaginable instance of making our children go to school in traffic light regimes, red, gold, green, blue, where you go to school 1 week and go and stay at home for 3 months, amongst other things, where you look at the quality of food served even our younger ones. Pardon my language, but my brother sitting here will not even serve that food to a pet he has in the house. Yet you want to tell me that the NDC has said they will come and cancel it. This is the same thing they said. You recall the luxury tax they brought when President Mahama said he was going to review it. And President Mahama has stated clearly the NDC's position is
to review and not to cancel. All right.
I, however, only feel a bit disappointed in some of you, the media, when they say things of this nature. Don't leave it to the NDC to be the one to correct them.
Well, I did ask him if he meant review or cancel.
Because he rubbishes your intelligence when he continues in that way as well as the host. Because review does not mean cancel in any way. And it does not require the NDC to consistently be having back and forth trying to explain to them as if, excuse my language, that they are educated idiots who do not understand review.
Let's not use that language. Let's not use that language.
No, I will do that because you see now.
You can make the point without using
and that is
that
my
language.
Point. It is part of my point. Does it make sense to you that a person who has gone to school through secondary to tertiary education, I believe, even an ambassador for some sort, will sit before you and for national television and also be telling you that what the layman is saying out there, that we should try to correct them, then he is also laying credence to that the NDC intends to cancel free SHS. Where exactly did the NDC say we're going to cancel free SHS?
Exactly.
Those are the concerns that need to be raised. People will be voting based on bread and butter issues. How much is a litre of petrol today? How much is a ball of kinky? What is the standard of living of the people? These are the things you need to speak about. If you do not have anything to talk about, for 8 years you are still talking about just one policy, it means you are a failure. No wonder the president is somewhere unveiling his own statue, congratulating himself over a project that has not even been completed. Such shallowness is how low leadership has sunk in this country. And we cannot entertain that because, look, when we continue treating these things with velvet gloves, it is we the Ghanaians who suffer, and we are seeing the suffering we are going, and we cannot continue to entertain that.
All right. We're also joined this morning by Courage Nobi. He's a Deputy Director for Policy Movement for Change. Good morning, Courage.
Good morning.
You're welcome to the show. I hope you are well.
Very well, by the grace of God.
All right.
But not outside the collective reality of the ordinary Ghanaian today. We thank God for health. We thank Him for the opportunity to again contribute to the betterment of our society. And so greetings from Allah John Kwejo Chematin, the gentleman par excellence, a politician who has no blemish or blot, a politician who has been in the forefront of our politics for almost 40 years without any track record of rot whatsoever. He is the one who is promising to transform this Ghanaian economy, transform our Ghanaian experience to ensure that we're able to leapfrog, to join the civilized nations of the world. Our present circumstances does not suggest that we are on a trajectory to that destination. And the kind of discourse or rhetoric that we are seeing this morning is part of the challenge in heading to that direction. The extreme partisanship that we find in this country, the extreme mindsets of the persons who run these two major political parties that have run the affairs of this country since 1992, with its winner-take-all syndrome. And so whenever you hear some of these arguments, it is because certain segments of the Ghanaian society believe that when this party is in power, we are cut off almost completely from opportunities. When the opposite party is in power, everybody is